Hello, vinyl community. Yes, Jan is back again, and today I want to do a follow-up on a tag. Yes, I love those tags as they really get to dive into your record collection deep. At the moment I'm at the summer house, so the music is pretty narrow and can sometimes be a little bit tricky to find out, or at least find the records you think suits best to the questions. But I have done my best. I thought it would be really heavy, but when you think about it, it makes sense pretty quickly. Anyway, let's not ramble on, and let's jump into this tag. The tag is the Japan Vinyl Tag 2024. It's created by a guy called Brian at Tokyo Record Store. A guy who has been in Japan for 20 years, which is freaking amazing. I understand him because Japan is a fabulous country. I've been visiting Tokyo and Osaka before, so I really enjoyed the time when I was there, and I hope to get back there soon again, because I think Japan is a wonderful country to be in, and especially when you are looking for records. There are some great stores, and there's the food. Wow. It's amazing. You can eat sushi in a way that you can't eat in any other country, which is kind of cool. Okay, 20 questions. Let's just go into it. The first one is called Obi One. He wants us to show a record with the Japanese Obi Strips or a cool insert. And I will show one. I have this Greg Matchison project, and I love recording from Baked Potato, super live. This is a fantastic live recording, where it's a pretty rocky to be the guys who plays on it, because you have half of the Toto guys, Jeff Porcaro and Steve Lukather, along with Greg of course, and Jay Graydon, and it's really rocky. It's a fun live recording, and if you haven't heard this, check it out. And there, of course, we have the Japanese Obi Strip. And yes, I can't read that, and I have no idea what it stands for. Probably the Baked Potato Live and Greg Matchison. The next question, Japanese band or an artist. I do have a few, but this is more a later one that I do enjoy, and it's a band called Mono. A band from Tokyo. They are totally instrumental, and they play a fantastic style of music. I really enjoy what they're doing, and this is a live recording from London. Excellent. It's a 3-piece record, so you can fold it out, and it will be, you know, those fancy things like that. And if I turn it around, it will be like this. And it's a show that was recorded in December 2019. Really cool one. The third question is called Sunrise Soundtrack. Share a record for watching sunrise. As I'm both up north in Sweden, and during the summertime we don't have any sunrises. Why? Yes, because the sun is up all the time. So you can't really see it. It's really strange, especially if you go out partying and you start drinking in the evening, and you never know when to stop because it's light all the time. But when I grew older, I moved more south in Sweden, and here we get nights, of course. And a tune I will play, or the whole record works, is this one. Especially the tune Shine on You Crazy Diamond. I think that it's a perfect tune to play during the sunrise. let's continue. City sounds is question number 4. Show a record with a city vibe. And I had to think here a little bit, but I thought this will be a perfect one. If we go with the Smashing Pumpkins Melancholy record, this one is split up in different kind of moods, like dawn, tea time, dusk, twilight, midnight, starlight, etc. And I thought Twilight and the first tune, 1979, would be perfect city sound tune. The whole record is fantastic. Question number 5 is Zen Listening. Show a record that quiets your mind. I usually put on something really hard to just level up the brain works that is happening. But sometimes it could be nice to have a little bit quieter sound, so it cools down in the evening. And I thought long on this one. I think it was pretty hard, but it ended up to be this one, Portishead. The sound that the Portishead created works really good in my mind to cool it down. And this is also a really good record to play when you are in the bed with a partner, because usually it ends up with something fun. Anyway, great record to be played. Number 6, Go Go Godzilla. Share a record that destroyed your music expectations and perceptions. And I have to turn back the clock when I was young. And when I was a kid, I started growing up with Elvis Presley as my mom's favorite. She tried to make me a new Elvis Presley or a Swedish, I don't know what her plan was, but I found out the hard rock scene was pretty interesting. I'm starting to like AC/DC, you know, Kiss, Iron Maiden, all those bands that the kids like. And suddenly I bumped into this record. Yes, Sex Pistols, and that freaking blew me away. This is a record that have every single tune is like a best of, and it's really changes my music expectation, how music could be. And I still love this record, still do, and it really changed the way on how to take music. Fun time, and of course there's been some other ones during the time when I started to figure out classical music, because that is totally different. Opera, I had a little bit hard time with it. I do love Jussi Björling among a few others, but still the punk was cool that time. Okay, number 7, ahead of its time. Share a record that was ahead of its time, and I think this one is totally ahead of its time. This was released in 69, if I'm not totally wrong. I should have checked this up before I started, but I'm not really sure, and of course it doesn't say, but it's freaking early. And this is a record that still works so good even today. Just take the opening tracks, it's 1969, it's fantastic. And the second tune, oh Jesus, I wanna be your dog. Fabulous, fabulous. Really ahead of its time. Will it be released today? Should it work? Of course it would. Number 8, Take a Walkman. Sony Walkman Tribute. Show an album suitable for dubbing to cassette for a classical Sony Walkman. Yes, Sony Walkman is something I had when I was a kid. I did my mixtapes. I don't think I ever recorded a full album except for Led Zeppelin, so it has to be Led Zeppelin. This is one album that I almost sure that I had on cassette in full, because this is my favorite, one of my favorites of Led Zeppelin, and this is a fantastic one. So that is my answer to number 8. It's a perfect album. Number 9, The Bullet Train. Showa record, perfect for a train ride. Don't travel trains too much, but I do fly a lot. And I usually pick a few albums with me that I have downloaded on my phone, so I can listen to it wherever I am. And I have some books. I usually listen to books because that's a good time to just flow away, pass out in the books, and it's fantastic. But one record that I lately had in my phone when I was traveling was this one. Yes, the best of the Rolling Stones. I got fever back to listen to all the Stones records, so this one ended up in my phone because it covers everything, almost everything that you need to have with Rolling Stones. It's a perfect travel record. Number 10, Lost in Translation. Share a record that takes you to a different world. And when I want to travel away with my soul, I usually put on some African music because I really dig that, because they are so good, so different, and you get the vibe from the country that you're listening to. For instance, this pair of the blind dudes, Amadou and Mariam and Folia, it really grabs you from Sweden, where I am, and put you in Mali. It's fantastic. I don't understand a single word what they're singing about, but the vibe it gets you into is fantastic. Let's continue. Number 11, Live at Budokan. Show any record recorded live in. And I thought I will go with a live record from Japan. This is Deep Purple Live, pressed in Japan, and it's a concert that is from 2 shows. Actually it's 3, but I think this one is only 2. It includes shows from Osaka and Tokyo at Budokan, of course. A great record. Number 12, the Vinyl Bar DJ. Show a record to play at the vinyl bar. This was an interesting one because I can't reckon that I ever visit a vinyl bar. Being in a bar where you have a DJ who plays music, but not actually a vinyl bar. But if I was the DJ, or if I had a record with me for the vinyl bar, I thought this could be a great record. I will give the DJ, or if I play it myself, Van Morrison's Hymns to Silence, because it's a kind of cool down record, pretty laid back. You can still have a good conversation, and you can hear Van Morrison's barking in the background, singing his good tunes, and you will have a great time. Number 13, The Island Nation. Share a record with an island vibe. I thought that should be something reggae maybe. So I will go with Bob Marley's Uprising. It's a great record. This is a really beaten up copy. And but still you have Zion Train is a great one. Could You Be Love? Fantastic. Redemption Song. Oh my god. It's a great record to get that summery island vibe. Drink a pina colada or something. Monsoon Season. Share a record for a rainy day. I think this one will be perfect. I will go with Nick Cave's Murder Ballads. Oh, perfect for a rainy day. Perfect. It's a great record. Then we have the Wabi Sabi. Show a record that's imperfectly perfect. And I had to think this over, but I think I will go with this one. Here we have a band called Uncle Acid. The first record is, I thought it was something wrong the first time I listened to it, because it's, the pressing is pretty bad. But I get the sense, because they wanted to be sounded as a band, that classic garage band where the budget wasn't too high, They want it to be pretty raw, which this one is, and when you get the concept you will understand, you think it's really good, because the songs are really well performed, well played, with the attitude to not be perfect, but it ends up to be perfect in that sense. I really love this album. So there we have the answer to that one. Number 16, Origami Me, show a record that integrates an interesting packaging. I didn't have so many interesting ones here at Summer House. Sorry for that, my phone dropped down, but anyway, let's continue. Number 16, it's Origami Me, show a record with intricate or interesting packaging. As I'm at the Summer House, I don't have too many interesting packaging lying around here. Maybe a few CDs. I haven't dived down to the cellar and checked them out, because I only have the vinyl on display, because I usually only play vinyl. But I found a box that I got for a birthday for my wife, and it's pretty interesting packaging. It's this one. It's Primal Screams Screamadelica box set with everything that was done during this time, and it's a really interesting one. I will show. It's in a plastic film box. Includes a t-shirt that I never have worn, maybe someday. It has some middle fillers, some really interesting cool artwork, like that one. Not really sure what's ups and downs here, but here we have that. And it has a great book inside. Let's see if I can get it up. It's still stuck to this, but it includes information on all the tracks. You have the lyrics, interviews, really cool. It also have the CDs and DVDs inside here. The vinyl records I have put to the side because I listen to them. I don't want to grab from the box every time I want to play something. That is pretty stupid. So I will show it 2 seconds. We put this away. So the vinyls I have in a plastic one, including the slip mat that was included in the box set, which I have never used because I don't use this kind of slip mats, but this is a really beautiful one, and it's a 2 vinyl set. Really nice, really nice. Okay, question number 17. Fusion Frenzy, share an album that fuses genres. And yes, I have plenty of those, because those mixing genres are really fun usually if they is well done, of course. And I didn't include any Swedish ones, so here we have one. It's a band called Tiamat from Gothenburg, Sweden. This one is from '94, called Wild Honey, and here you get ambient, you get psych rock, you get metal, you get progressive, you get rock, and it's fantastic. There you have Fusion Frenzy. Number 18, we are getting to the end. Tokyo Nights, show a nightlife record. And to be honest, I didn't have so many, but I found this one. Shiba, Who Can You Trust? Here you get some very nightlife, clubbish feel that would work perfectly when you're going out or preparing for a night out clubbing or something. So that's my answer to that one. Number 19, End of a Day, Otsukaresama. Probably butcher it, but show a record to play at the end of a busy day. And I thought this will be a perfect album for a busy day because it's so beautiful, and it's the French black gaze band Alceste. And the title tune is divided in two parts on the first side. It calls Écailles de Lune. I can't speak French, but I tried. But that means moon scales if you translate it. This is fantastic. The build-up of the melodies, the rhythm, listen to this and you will understand, because it's so beautiful. And the last one, The Last Samurai, share a record to be remembered by, to play at your memorial. And this was hard. I don't know, but I probably will give this as a recommendation. And this album includes a tune that is called In My Time of Dying, and this is the Physical Graffiti by Led Zeppelin. I think that will be a great remembering tune, at least for me, because Led Zeppelin is a band I really love. Okay, that was all my answers for this tag, and sorry for the break in the middle there. And I wish you all the luck, Brian, with your channel. Keep up the good work, and I'm looking forward to seeing more exotic Japanese records, and maybe someday we can share our sushi in Tokyo. Take good care, and frides!